Our lives are so gauged by goals we achieve, by accolades we win, awards we win, and that's basically how life ends up, is by what you've achieved, and that's how you're judged in life. But I did this journey, and I actually found out that I achieved an amazing goal, but the goal wasn't the most important thing to me. The journey that I traveled in achieving that goal became the most important thing to me in my life. The lessons that I learned along the way from that journey have put me in such good stead in achieving future goals that I have. But I really find that that journey in life just enhances your life so much, and those lessons just really put you in this position that whatever you do after that, if you take heed to that journey, you can achieve anything. And our mind's an incredible thing. It has this little self-motivating tool called a dream. And every day we have 5 or 6 dreams that bounce around in our minds. And ultimately a dream, you've got to turn a dream into reality. You've got to live your dreams. And most dreams end up being these massive goals in your life that you achieve. But how do you take a dream and how do you change it into something that you can achieve? There'll be a catalyst in your life. And I'm actually a chef by profession. And I came out the kitchen one morning at about 1 o'clock and I was watching a documentary on Sir Edmund Hillary on the 50th anniversary of his ascent of Mount Everest. And he was standing at base camp and the world media were in front of him. And he pointed up to the mountain and he said, "Guys, that is my Everest. Go out in life and find your own Everest." And that was the catalyst in my life to find my own Everest, to find out more about myself, to inspire my children and youth as a whole in this country. And ultimately, I'd made a promise to a group of children who were not in the position to help themselves and go out and live their dreams. And this is the catalyst that set off my dream, and this is what lay ahead of me. This was my dream.
The wall was built by the Qin dynasty in 221 BC in an attempt to keep the Mongol invaders out of China. Almost 70% of China's population at the time were used to build the wall. It took 200 long, hard years of toil to construct the wall. If you took all the bricks from the Ming portion of the wall alone, they could circle the earth at the equator in a wall 5 feet high and 3 feet thick. The Great Wall of China represents one of the most impressive human endeavors in our time. Many explorers and adventurers have attempted to cover the length of the wall on bicycles and on foot, but no one has ever succeeded in covering the entire length in one go. The Great Wall of China, one of the 7 wonders of the world, is surely one of the last physical challenges left to man on this planet.
So that's what lay ahead of me, and I approached a lifelong friend of mine, Bram Herbert. He would join me in this quest to try and conquer this Everest of mine. And Bram and I set out to set this project up. It took 4 years of intense travel back and forth to China. You know, we sent the Chinese officials over 100 emails. And I've been back from China now for nearly 14 months. And it was 4 years ago since I sent the first email. And we still don't have a single reply to any of those emails. So that just shows you what we had to go through. But it shows anything in life. If you persevere and keep pushing and don't give up on your dream, you can achieve it. This is what lay ahead of us. We were to start up in the Gobi Desert and travel through the Tangier Desert, across the plains, up into the mountains, around Beijing, and finally we'd end in the Bohai Sea, some plus minus 4,000 kilometers later. And